Hi guys, so today I'm going to be covering the new exotic scout rifle, which is the Deadman's Tale. So initially what's going to happen is you're going to launch into the arms dealer stripe, which is located on the EDZ. You can locate this through the directory or through the Nightfall playlists, your choice entirely. And then basically, once you've cleared all the ads in the first room, there's going to be a door which opens and it will lead you through to another room which is packed with enemies. And when you come through to the second room, you're going to find that there's a Cabal boss that you need to kill, and then it's going to lead you to the intercepted distress signal, which is the beginning part of the quest, and you'll just need to go to Zavala and pick that up from him, and then where you go from here is you would then go to the Tangled Shore. In the top left corner of the screen, you'll then find that there is an exotic quest mission which you load into, just like what you would with the Hawkmoon, and we'll take it from there. So when you get on board the ship, you'll notice that there is a big door in front of you, which cannot be opened from the outside. So what you're going to want to do is look to the left, and you'll notice that there is a jumping puzzle which you can complete, and basically what you need to do is just follow this around and make your way up to the top of the ship, where there is a area which you can access the inner parts of it. So you'll just want to jump across to this area, and then you can proceed moving forwards. So it's worth mentioning that you'll need to shoot a lot of panels moving forward. Anyway, into this room you'll have a lever which you can pull, and you can open the door if you have got group members waiting outside who didn't want to participate in the jumping challenge. So this is one of the key mechanics behind the entire quest. Basically, you have these spores which you need to shoot, however you do need to be quite close to them to get the buff, and then this will enable you to run through the doors. So in this room, you just need to jump up to the pipes and then go along them until you see the panel which you can shoot. So as you follow this passageway around, you'll notice that there is a hatch above you which you just need to jump through to get to the next bit, and then you'll need to jump up to the upper level just using the areas which you can jump on, and then you can then proceed. Moving forward, it's going to be very heavy around shooting the spores, shooting the fuses, and also activating the switches to move forwards. So I'm going to show you the locations of the ones that you need to do and in the order that you need to do it. So once you've cleared all the ads, just carry on down that corridor and turn left, and then just to your right there'll be a switch which you can activate. After you've done this, shoot the spores and get the buff, and carry on to the next area where you'll find yourself fighting more of the Scorn, and just make your way through. So now you've killed off the Scorn, what you want to do is jump to the other side of the platform where you'll find a fuse box, and shooting this fuse box will open the door to the next area. So what you need to do next is jump up onto one of the higher platforms where you'll find the next switch that you need to activate. This will then open a door which will allow you to access another switch, which is the final one that you need to activate for this particular area, and then you can move on to the next challenge. This next part is definitely not very obvious, but you just need to jump down and then you'll be able to access the passageway, but just make sure that you jump just before you hit the bottom because the impact could kill you. So you just need to know that once you've activated the lever, a lot of Scorn are going to appear. You just need to kill those, and while you're doing that, the floor is going to reveal itself, and there's going to be some panels which you can shoot, and what you need to do is basically shoot the fuse boxes and identify the passageway where you can then proceed. So drop down the hatch here, and then follow the corridor around until you find the next hatch. Now you're going to enter the first boss experience. So basically the boss will briefly appear, however there will be a lot of enemies that you need to clear, and once you've done that you can then move forward to the next area. So you just need to make your way down this passageway, and you'll then get to the next encounter where you're going to have a wave of ads, and you just need to kill these as quickly as possible. The abominations hurt quite a lot. They are very powerful, and even if you use an OP super, they will not go down straight away, so a little bit more work will be required for killing these. Now that you've killed all of the ads, you just need to follow your way around the side of the map where the jumping platforms are, and then you'll see the ship which you need to jump onto, and there'll be platforms which will lead you up to the next vent which you can shoot your way through. So next you just need to pull the lever on the wall which will access the spores, shoot them and get the buff, and then make your way across the room to the next area where you'll be greeted by Scorn. In the door to the right, when you enter the room, there'll be a fuse that you need to shoot, and this is best accessed by using a sniper rifle, especially if you're doing it solo, just because if you do it from afar and you're in a place where you can actually access upstairs, then you can jump up quite easily, and then you can access the other switches that are on the upper floor. Now that you've activated the levers, you'll now have a door that's opened below, which will expose some more spores for you to access to continue on to the next area. So now all you need to do is shoot the spores and get yourself through to the next area, and you'll be greeted by more Scorn, which you just need to kill first, and then there'll be some levers for you to pull and some fuses to break, and I'll show these locations as well for you, just because they can be a bit tricky to find at first. Once you've activated the lever, a door will open below, and you just need to kill the turret, and then there'll be a fuse for you to blow up. Now that you've done that, a door will open, and you just need to shoot the spores, and then make your way to the part where you can drop down to the next part. In this area there will be quite a lot of Scorn that you just need to take care of. There will be some spores that you need to shoot, and once you've done that, make your way down the corridor, take the first left, and then this will take you to a lever which you can pull, which will take you through to the next part. When you're through to the next room, you're going to need to shoot the spores again, and then you'll make your way through to the next room where you'll be greeted by some Scorn, and then there is another challenge that you need to take care of afterwards, which revolves running around on some platforms and killing some Scorn, and there's a few levers and fuses that you need to break as well. On the wall there is a lever, and this will open the door which is just behind these pipes. Inside you will find a fuse that you need to break, and this will open a door where there are some more spores for you to shoot, which will then allow you access to the jumping puzzle area. So in the next room, you just need to navigate the platforms and kill the Scorn as you go along. There will be a lever at the end, and when you pull this down, there will be a turret which will appear, and when you work your way back to the beginning where the spores are, you will notice that there is a fuse on the wall, which you can shoot. It is completely optional. However, I was able to make it through without having to pop this fuse, but it is quite difficult. Congratulations, you have reached the boss encounter now. You can put down a rally flag and get your super and your ammo back, and then make your way to the encounter where you'll face the boss. Now, in this room, the boss will spawn along with quite a lot of enemies. All you need to do is damage the boss at first, and then he'll disappear, and then take care of all of the enemies. Then, once you've done that, there will be some levers that you need to pull. One will be at either end of the map, and there will be one inside a room which is burning, so you can go in there and activate that last, and then make your way down to the boss, deal damage until you take a third of his health, and then it is literally just rinse and repeat 3 times, where each time there will be new ads spawning and you'll just need to kill them and then go and kill the boss. If you're using a Titan, I would strongly recommend the new exotic chest piece and Thunder Crash because it deals a lot of damage, and Xenophage if you are going to be shooting from a distance, just because it will make life a lot easier, plus taking out the shields up top for the other enemies. So here I'm just about to kill the boss, and there's a few enemies that I still need to kill. Just going down there now to finish it off, and just want to play it safe really as I'm doing it solo, so I don't have to repeat it. And there we go, the boss has been beaten, and we can now move to the next area where we can steal the Guardian's weapon and take it back to Zavala, where he will then give us the Deadman's Tale after a lengthy chat. And there you have it. Now you have got Deadman's Tale. Well done. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe and like the video if you thought the video was helpful and if you liked it. Thanks very much. Goodbye.